Welcome to another episode of Jets Life Podcast. I am your host, Anthony, joined by Big Dom, 77.
What's up,
welcome to Jets Life Podcast. We're 16 days away from the NFL draft, and with that comes another mock draft for the day. If you caught the exposed or if you saw the description of this video before any updates, you would have known we had a guest scheduled to be on the show. Jake Asman was scheduled to be on for today, but unfortunately he had a late scheduling conflict and he won't be able to make it today. But we are scheduling for a recording, and that recording will be posted on our channel on Thursday. So be sure to tune into that. It'll be a fun 30-minute conversation with Jake. We'll go into some of the offseason stuff and obviously get into maybe some of his thoughts about the NFL draft coming up, who he thinks the Jets are going to pick, etc. But Dom, how's everything going?
Going good, man. Waiting for this draft to come, man. We got 16 more days, and we'll be actually seeing some new faces. A lot of predictable names been mentioned in the last month and a half, 2 months. Johnny Boy with Dominic Zavada. I'm all on board, man. Let's do it with one of our second rounders.
Punch the card in. Just put it in right now.
Yeah, man.
5th round, doesn't matter.
That's for sure.
But yeah, it's unfortunate going to make it today. It would have been a fun experience, but no, I'm glad he's able to reach out to us, let us know ahead of time. Gave me a little bit of time to kind of rebrand the channel a little bit and get things rolling for our show on Thursday. But here we are on Tuesday night, trying to get everything kind of squared away with all the scheduling stuff. Happy Easter, everyone. Happy Passover. Happy whatever else you might celebrate. And like I said, we're 16 days away from the NFL draft. Things are starting to get a little more interesting. Jets sitting there, pick number 2. It looks like that pick's basically ironed out, but there's still, different perspectives out there. There's still a lot of talking heads about possibilities. And David Bailey's name still kind of lurking around there. An interesting conversation, obviously, to talk about is the Jets did have breakfast. They weren't willing to indulge on dinner with Jeremiah Love. But what do you think about that, Dom? Do you think it's even like a remote possibility of the Jets really kind of considering Jeremiah with the second pick?
Depends. So I do like him as a prospect. We have too many needs to address a running back situation. We do have Breece Hall. Now, I don't think, I think Jeremiah Love can be a dominant player in the league, but I really don't think, unless they were to trade down, is the only way I see that pick happening.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, if they were to trade down, I see a receiver before a running back as well. Mm-hmm. So I think it's a smoke screen to try to get a team to jump up if they're willing to listen to offers. That might be a possibility. But I'm not on board with the Love train. No, I don't want it.
I'd be on the Love train if we were in a different phase in this rebuild.
I agree.
With Johnny Boy here chiming in, who's the player you think with the most upside other than the normal names? So, Johnny Boy, we're going to take a little different approach on our mock draft. When we do it today, we're going to go a little bit of a different route, and we'll talk some upside and different options than the normal. We still got to kind of go reset too, but we'll maybe dabble in some, crazy chatter, some crazy war room chatter that might be happening inside the building. And at 16, I think is where we'll try and start making things a little interesting as opposed to the normal wide receiver at 16, which I feel like we've done a thousand times. And no, Johnny, I'm sorry. We will not be going kicker at number 2. We will reserve that for a later point in the draft.
Only Geno does that.
Oh, God. But no, the Raiders did it once in the first round. So
Sebastian Janikowski.
Anything is possible. Anything is possible on draft Thursday. Although, man, there are guys out there that just don't want to draft kickers at all. Imagine for those people, like Dom sees a big no drafting kickers guy. I can't imagine his perspective. the next time we have him on, we gotta ask him his reaction back. What year was it that Janikowski was drafted?
Oh man, that was probably like 96, 97.
He would have been way younger. I don't even know if he was like, he may have not even been into the draft as much as, but man, if you're a draft guy and you're just not for drafting kickers at all.
I mean, the Jets did the same thing
with Nugent in
the second round.
Yeah, I mean Nugent was like, I don't know if you remember him in college. He was electrified. He was automatic, and he had himself a pretty good career overall.
He
just not great with the Jets, obviously, just like most other players. But yeah, kicker. I don't know if there's a kicker in this draft as well. Not second overall.
No. I would take a kicker in the 6th round.
You know, I gotta look at the guy's name. Did you hear about that kicker? The kicker for I want to say it was some random school like Utah State or some crap. And he runs a 4.3 40.
No way. Oh man, he'll take his own kickoffs and tackle the guy at the other end. Jeez,
I gotta look it up. I saw this a few, and there's teams interested, like with the ability to kind of,
dude, he's like, wow,
use them more than just a kicker. I mean, if that happens, like the kicker position just gets a little more crazier.
That's creative, man. That'd be something else.
What's his name? I'll keep looking for it. I'll find it. Utah State. What's his name? I'm looking it up right now. It wasn't 4.3. It was 4.5. But still, that's friggin'.
I mean, yeah.
Fast. Jaffer Murphy. Why does that name not ring a bell?
Jacker Murphy.
Ironically, he plays for the Utah State Roadrunners.
Ooh.
Jaffer Murphy, I guess.
Probably good friends with Zach Wilson.
But
I know he came from Utah, but not Utah State.
Yeah, Jaffer Murphy from the Roadrunners.
Is he a good kicker though?
I looked it up, and he really kick a lot in college. So it's like, if you're drafting him, you only draft him because of speed. But
I think
that that's one of those things. Like,
aren't one of the best kickers in this year's draft a kid out of Miami?
Zvada. I think it's
Zvada from Miami.
Oh, there's another guy too. Something Smack, Taylor Smack, or some shit like that. I forget. But I forget what school he goes to. Jeez. Bro, I've not done my kicker research. I'm sorry. I have not dived into kicking tape, and
I won't either.
Give my full film review of kicking stances and all that stuff. That's beyond my pay grade.
Jeez.
But no, like I said, we'll get into the mock draft stuff a little bit more as we kind of proceed with stuff. But it's getting to that point, Dom, like that quiet before the storm.
It's now
situation
right now.
Yeah, that's 16 days, like that few weeks before the draft. We're like,
it feels like a month.
It feels like forever. Nothing's going on. At least last week, like you had the owners' meetings or whatever, and there's just a little bit more that you can dabble into, a little bit more that you can talk about, just like those like quick conversations. Pro days obviously kind of making.
Are they still doing any more of the pro days? Are they still going on?
I think there's still more of them going on. I think those happen all the way up until like.
So you could have
the week before.
You could visit up to 30 players, right? Is that the
yeah,
number?
You're allowed 30 top visits, but that's like visits to your facility. You can still like the Jets met with Jeremiah Love, but I don't think that was listed as top 30 visit because they just met with him before his pro day type of thing.
So who did quarterback wise, who did the Jets meet up with so far?
They met with Simpson. I know that.
Allar.
I don't even know if they're wasting their time with Fernando Mendoza.
No. I mean, Allar, I know they did, and also Carson Beck. Did they ever meet up with Nussmeier?
Yeah, but that's all at the pro days, though. I don't know if they brought any of them into the building except for Ty Simpson. And maybe there's someone I don't know. I don't keep track of top 30 visits either. I can look. I think I know someone that does like top 30 visit tracker.
I'm just wondering, like, for instance, I know, because I know they're all right to them to bring in Ty Simpson. I mean, there definitely is some interest there, big time on that. The other thing I was saying is, like, I mean, it could be smokescreen. I know they had a visit with Beck and Alar, like we said. I don't know if they did one with Nussmeier, but listen, if they feel that Simpson's the guy, you want to shake it up, we take Simpson at 16 in this draft. That's another option we did. We've never done that. And that's, let me tell you something, there's about a 30% chance that pick can be Simpson at 16. You know what I'm saying?
It could.
So that could be one of the ways we could shake things up.
Okay. Looking here. Top 30 visits. All right. So you're looking for just
Well, you know what? I mean, you've got the list up there anyways. Let's name them all.
Okay. So we got Cincinnati wide receiver Cyrus Allen, probably a later pick type of thing. Chris Bell was brought in for a top 30 visit. Sonny Styles was brought in. David Bailey was brought in. What was that?
That was a kid from Louisville. Chris Bell? Yeah.
Yeah.
Receiver.
Mekhi Lemon, wide receiver USC. Baron Morton, which I did hear him. He's a quarterback at Texas Tech. He sucks. Not crazy.
7th round. Undrafted free agent.
Zion Young, Missouri. Possibly.
2nd round.
Zion Young from Missouri. Possible 2nd round option. Penn State wide receiver Traver Pena. Don't know much about him. Nick Singleton. That's right. Didn't know Nick Singleton was brought in.
That was the running back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Arvell Reese, obviously. Tyree West, which that's an interesting name. I gotta look him up, see where he's kind of tracked at. But he's someone that they actually met with at the scouting combine as well. So definitely someone to kind of keep your eye on a little bit.
What does he play?
Defensive end.
Oh, D. Okay.
Missouri linebacker Khalil Jacobs, another name just not familiar with. Keelan Black from Indiana, their running back. And then, so then here's your pro day workouts, private workouts. Tyree West, who I just mentioned.
Right.
Baron Morton was also there for a private workout, so they're doing a lot of work on him. Texas A&M Tyler Onyadim, couldn't tell you. Private workout with Nussmeier.
They did have one with
Nussmeier. Which I think was out there for, I don't know if that's pro day or where it is exactly. Malachi Fields, wide receiver. He's probably like a late 2nd round, early to late 3rd round, kind of depending on where he falls. Arvell Reese, Connecticut quarterback Joe Fagnano.
Oh, I like the
name. Maybe he's a Paisan. Who knows? Boston College, a couple of players, a couple of offensive linemen. Jude Bowery, Logan Taylor, Ty Simpson was privately worked out. Aller was worked out. Beck was worked out.
Right.
Jalen Kilgore, South Carolina DB, was worked out. And then Landon Robinson, Grayson Holton. A couple of other names just not familiar with. And then they had a bunch of formal interviews at the combine, a bunch of them. So I'm not going to go through that list either. Yeah, but a lot of names, a lot of people to be monitored.
You notice about that list, though. I mean, a lot of defensive ends. I mean, this is something where I'm thinking they're going to double dip at defensive end. I'm thinking so.
I mean, are you saying like double dipping, like in the top 44, or are you saying double dipping overall? I think it's different when you double dip, like you're saying, like, okay, pick Arvell Reese number 2 and take another one in the 4th round. I don't think that's really like a.
No, I see what you're saying.
You should just be picking anybody you believe has traits.
So here's my thing about that. Listen, I'm all on Arvell Reese. I want him at number 2, but there is like a chance that he could be a better linebacker than a defensive end. You got what I'm saying?
So,
because he would be the best linebacker in his class, better than Sonny Styles. Am I right?
Yeah, I think so. But so here's what I'll say is I've spent a little bit more time watching some of his film. Specifically, the game that kind of pops out at me the most was the game against Texas, very first game of the year.
Right.
And that was a game where he was assigned, basically because of his speed, he was assigned to spy Arch Manning.
Okay.
And make sure that guy doesn't beat you his leg. Because Arch has some legs. He has some wheels to him. He can do, that's kind of his superpower a little bit on top of all other.
Not like his uncles.
No. I don't know if you saw, like, not this past year, but the year before, when he came in for Quinn Ewers, missed a couple of games because of an injury. Right. I don't know if you saw the video of like his like rushing touchdown where he like ran like 30 yards, 40 yards, whatever it was.
I missed that.
They did like a side by side with him, Peyton, and Eli
trying to run together.
they just show like Peyton and Eli like side by side, like their running mechanics are just like way off. You would think these are just like people are just like not athletic at all. And then he's just like, he's got the athleticism. He's just gone. I thought that was like one of the. I gotta pull that up at some point. Maybe for next week I'll show it. I thought it was one of the funniest things I've seen. Just obviously one of those things you just gotta screw out the Mannings. But anyway, yeah, in that game he was tasked with spying Arch, and in a lot of his sets he would start at edge, and he would kind of work his way inside and like just kind of hide behind the defensive lineman to where
almost like a Michael
so big you can't really see where he's at. All of a sudden Arch tries getting out of the pocket and look who's right there. Just completely out of his peripherals and just couldn't see him at all. I do believe like if the Jets are drafting him, and I do hope like the way that they attacked this free agency was we're going to go heavy on the front 7 where we can, obviously. We're going to go heavy in the front 7, so we're not desperate for Reese to be a defensive end or an outside linebacker, that we can literally just move this guy all over the formation and move it. Yeah, that's literally what he should be. He should just be a front 7, like, chess piece. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, listen, that's a Khalil Mack style. Not Khalil Mack. No, oh my gosh. Why can't I think of his name right now? The guy from the Packers. What's his name over
there? Parsons.
Yeah, Michael Parsons. Same exact thing, man. You know, I mean, I know Micah is a little bit. I mean, guys, he's awesome, but like, why can't we get the Micah Parsons of this draft? I mean, listen.
Well, the difference between I would say between Micah Parsons and Arvell Reese is Parsons was probably, I would say it's unfair to compare him to Micah Parsons because he's probably Parsons a year before Parsons was drafted. Like, they're probably very similar in that aspect. Parsons really took a step in the right direction from a pass rush standpoint his last year at Penn State. That was a year where I think he really took that next step as a pass rusher. Reese probably needs a little more fine-tuning in his skills as a pass rusher. He could probably use another year of experience with that. But that's the beauty of the situation with the Jets right now, is that if they get him, have him do what he does best, let him work his way and let him learn the game, let him learn, offensive linemen, learn, how to kind of dissect, understand like pass blocking situations, and then kind of take him to that next level where maybe not his rookie year, he's not going to be that elite pass rusher or that big time, weapon on the defense. But when you get into next season, then you might be able to consider okay, now he's starting to turn something special. Got John Bogo in the chat. Appreciate you for joining the chat. Give me Downs at 2, best wide receiver at 16, Jacob Rodriguez at number 33.
I mean, Downs at 2. I mean, listen, Downs is definitely a game changer, bro.
I don't hate it. I think Downs is very similar to the Jeremiah Love situation. I just think the Jets are in a different phase of this whole rebuild where
it's more
they can't really draft a luxury position. That's the thing that sucks about this.
I wish we had that situation to take a Love or a Downs at 2. I mean, that'd be awesome. Or anything at 2 for another.
It's kind of like when Dallas. You remember Dallas when they had a bad year. Romo got hurt his very last year with the team, and they ended up with like the fourth overall pick, I think it was fourth overall.
Yeah, they picked up Ezekiel.
They picked Ezekiel Elliott, and then later in the draft, like 4th or 5th round, whatever it was, that's when they got Dak.
Scott.
And they were still a loaded team. That offensive line was still great. Their defense was still okay. I mean, it was. They just fell apart when Tony Romo got hurt and they had no quarterback play. The Jets are a different situation. They're not picking number 2 overall because their star quarterback got injured. They're picking number 2 overall because they have a lot of damn holes to fill.
Jeez,
and if 2 of your top 3 picks are safety and off-ball linebacker, 2 non-premium positions, and let's be real, best wide receiver at 16 might be the 4th best wide receiver in the draft. Yeah. It's a hard scenario to get comfortable with, but I like the players. I think it's a tough call for the Jets where they are right now.
So you could get me a Downs, Jacob Rodriguez, and even like a Cooper at 16. I like my team right off the bat. I mean, you're getting one of the best. I mean, listen, you're definitely getting the best safety in this draft. Cooper he's not going to be the best receiver, but he's going to be a pretty darn good receiver, And Rodriguez could be one of the better linebackers in this draft too. I mean, that kid's special. So, but you're right. And on 2 of the non-3 premium positions here. So that's the problem.
And I think something you got to look at too with this team is like, put your hand on the crystal ball a little bit and understand like who's rushing the passer this year. Your primary guy is Will McDonald, and he's going to be on his 5th-year option. They're going to have to make a decision with him. You kind of have to look forward before, and I wouldn't even call it a strength, but before one of your key players leaves, you need a pass rusher. You know what I mean?
That's why Orville Reese, and I'll tell you right now, I wouldn't be surprised if they double dipped in the top 44 on edge. Just don't be surprised. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but don't be surprised. Like imagine they take Orville Reese at 2 and they're able to get what's his name, like Zion Young at 31 or even 44. I mean, you gold there.
Or even Gabe Akis at 44 would be solid. I think we picked him a few weeks back with Tigo when we did a mock draft with him. Akis is very good as a pass rusher, and I'd be happy with that too.
Mm-hmm.
Question for you: if the Jets go top 44, two edge rusher players, like, doesn't that kind of spell the end of Will McDonald to some degree?
They have to think like that. Unless this kid comes out this year and blows it up, it's the only way you're going to resign him and give him that 5th-year option. I mean, they have to decide on the 5th-year option before then anyway. I think they're going to give it to him anyways, but locking him up long-term, if he doesn't pan out, I mean, he's going to have 12 sacks or better this year and play better as a run defender for them to say, you know what, I'm going to commit to $25 million a year to this kid.
I think I could be wrong about this, but I thought Darren Mucci indicated that the Jets plan to pick up Will McDonald's 5th-year option. So
right. So now
it's basically done. I mean, you wouldn't say that.
You know what I'm saying? You give him his 5th-year option, will give us this year and next year, correct?
This year and next year, yep.
Right. So in these next 2 years, I mean, this kid's going to have to go from – he's going to have 12 to 13 sacks a season, and he's going to have to play better as a run defender. little bit better.
I think
I'm
what
not
it
saying
potentially
I'm a
does,
fucking
honestly,
player.
I
You know
think
what
what
I'm
it
saying?
potentially does, it makes him more tradable maybe next year at the offseason if that's like if he's a 10, 15 sack guy, then obviously
I have no problem signing him, but
right.
not only getting those sacks in 3 games either.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah, no,
need consistent.
you
Like
can't get 8 sacks in one game.
Yeah, it's like ridiculous. I mean, you
It's
need
not even
more.
just about the sacks. It's about overall production too. Like
Yeah,
like
pressures.
and it's not all his fault either. You got when the
Well, they had
coverage is
nobody in that
terrible.
spot. Yeah.
Yeah, when the coverage is terrible, you're not really getting a chance to get pressure.
Very true.
He was solid younger, like in his earlier years. But the thing you have to understand too is he was also drafted as an older player. I think he was 23, 24 when they drafted him. So, like, he's got to be like approaching like 28, 29.
Now. Yeah.
So he's 25. He'll be 27 by the time, and still young.
Yeah, he's still young. You can still get that second
You
contract.
still get that second contract. You feel comfortable giving him a 3 or 4 year contract if it came down to it. But
so that's why you got to plant the seeds now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you grab, let's say you get that Zion Young at 44, whoever we would talk about, Ackett's at 44. Now we're okay. There's nothing wrong with an overcrowded room of defensive ends.
No, I agree with that. I mean, that's the more bodies you have up there, the more difficult it is to defend defense because you don't know. I mean, not that you don't know, but it's very difficult when there's so many bodies that could be out there.
Oh, exactly.
And the more bodies you get into the building, the less of a chance you have to worry about a guy like Michael Clemens being on the field on critical third. The amount of times that guy has been on the field on like a third down with a game on the line and the opposing quarterback just runs to his side, gives him like a little wiggle and just gets around him for a first down. That has driven me nuts for the past few years. I'm so glad that was it Atlanta?
Or no, Indianapolis.
Indy.
Dude, like,
he's in.
No, well, here's one question to you. Like, if you know what, like as an Indy fan, right? How good are you feeling right now? You just locked up Daniel Jones for 2 years, right? Gave him like what, $50 million a year, something like that. Then you bring in like Clemens, you re-sign Pierce, you let Pittman walk. Like, is that team like? I mean, there's nothing exciting. I think that team got actually a lot worse than better. Not mentioning they lost this year's first rounder and next year's first rounder. Dude, that team is like, they went from here all the way to here. There's a potential they'll be picking first overall this year. I'm just saying, they could be one of the worst teams in football this year. Now, I know they still got, what's his name, Taylor, the running back. I mean, he's awesome and all that, but he kind of disappeared the last 6 weeks of the season too.
I'm pretty shocked of, and I'm not saying like anything about it, but like, what would you say that their over/under win total is
next year?
Yeah,
6.5,
8.5.
Is it 8.5? I'll take the under all day.
This is according to BetMGM, but I'm not sure how like recent this was updated. This as of March 29th.
Dude, they're not winning more than 5 games. Bro, Daniel Jones is not even going to play for like the first part of the season. I mean, and if he does, remember, he just came back from an Achilles and a broken leg. Like, no way. That guy is shot. A lot of his game is based on mobility. If he ain't moving, there's going to be a problem. I mean, the only one receiver they got now is Pierce. I mean, they lost Pittman, which I never understood that, by the way. Didn't understand that. They traded Pittman away for a 7th to a 6th round swap pick. Like, where were the Jets there? Like, I would have gave him a 5th round for Pittman.
I think he signed a contract extension too. So.
What was how much was that contract extension?
Well, I think so again, it goes back to the Jets. Part of any trade probably was like he wanted to sign long-term with whatever team picked him up. He probably didn't want to sign long-term with whatever situation the Jets have going on.
Yeah, true.
At least the Steelers have some sort of level of like respectability, like from a franchise standpoint. Like, I don't know if anybody's like kind of jumping up and down to go to the Jets right now, especially the fact that they the Rodgers situation is probably the worst thing that could have happened to them. The last time they had like true hype and just excitement overall.
Dude, that killed 2 years, bro. That really destroyed me for 2 years as a Jet fan.
Ugh.
These last 2 seasons, man, 3 seasons. But like, miserable.
14, 15,
Well,
16.
15 now. Now we officially own, what is it? We officially own the longest playoff drought. Buffalo
Buffalo Sabres.
So we are the laughing stock of all sports right now.
It used to be just laughing stock of New York, of sports, of football. Not anymore. It's all sports.
But you know what?
Our day will come.
You always got to start from down here.
Yeah, we've been down there for a long time.
So the whole down here part has been here too long. There's got to be. I mean, dude, how many years of this? I mean, there's got to be something good somewhere, right?
You know what's crazy? Like, you'll have teams that just like for like no reason just have good seasons out of nowhere. It's just like
like Detroit.
No, Detroit was a strong team. I'm not gonna say it was a good season out of nowhere. They had a couple of good years in a row.
Yeah, a couple. And what happened now?
Well, they had a bad year last year. That doesn't mean shit. I mean, they could turn around quick. They could turn around just as quick this year.
Are the Lions back?
I don't know. I guess a good example of that. A good example, I would say, like last year. Like I remember when I was on the AFC show with the guys, whatever. We talk about week 1. Like we were talking about the Dolphins versus Colts game, and I literally called it out. I'm like, the Colts have had a history of like just like weird seasons with like crap quarterbacks. Like all of a sudden, like this guy gets his career rejuvenated. I'm like, I'm kind of seeing it here with Daniel Jones, and then I go to like that 7-0 start. Like that was like a perfect example. Like I'm trying to think. Like Fitzpatrick did it to a few teams. I gotta think through like nowadays it's pretty much more or less you have to have like the quarterback. Yeah, I'm trying to think like recent history though. Like
recent history. I mean, well, you have what's his name, Darnold.
Yeah, that's a Super Bowl run though, and he had a couple good. I guess you could call it with the Vikings. Like that was like kind of that kind of season.
And right to Seattle right after
that. Yeah,
dude. Like, how is the GM? Did the GM ever get fired out of Minnesota for letting Darnold?
Yeah, he's gone.
Oh, good man. What a bonehead that was. What a bonehead mistake that was. Tagged. I don't know why they didn't just tag him. like what's the deal? You know what I'm saying? But whatever.
I think the expectation was that they could sign him back. And then worst case scenario, they're going to get a comp pick out of it. And they did. I think they got like a 3rd round comp pick out of it because he signed like a $50 million contract.
I'd rather have Darnold than a 3rd round comp pick.
I mean, but they also just drafted a quarterback and felt pretty confident that I think that's what gets and that's the thing that sucks too for Vikings because like they didn't even get a good chance to look at him because he got injured. Remember he like tore his meniscus.
Yeah,
and so they didn't even get a chance to look at him as a rookie.
And now
the smart thing would have been, but a lot of GMs, it's all about like that clock. Once you pick a quarterback in the first round, that clock starts ticking before you got to pay that guy. And it's like, okay, if we get the quarterback right, now we can surround him with all these players and all his talent, with all the extra money that we don't have to pay him right now. Like look at the Chiefs. Like for the first 3 years, Mahomes hit it on fire, and they were able to build that entire team around him. Won a couple Super Bowls.
Yeah. You're hitting it right on the head. Let's just play something here for a second. Let's say the Jets do take Ty Simpson at 16, okay? Mm-hmm. Hear me out. Here you go. We're going into next year with like $180 million, $170 million in cap space, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And let's say Simpson is the guy. Let's say he came in after week 4 or week 5 because Geno's been stinking, right? And all of a sudden you're seeing something out of this kid like, okay, wait, I think we got something here. Now, next year, not only do you have all these first-round draft picks, plus you're going to have all this money in free agency. Dude, you're talking about the quickest rebuild in history if they nail these picks, right or wrong? I mean, that's how it starts. You get lucky with a quarterback, that's you're right. It speeds up everything. It's about getting the quarterback ready. And that's why I have no problem taking more than one shot at a quarterback. So if the Jets like Simpson this year, and they're not sure next year, guess what? Take another fucking quarterback next year. Have 2 of them on your roster. End of story.
You might as well get the gears turning.
Let's do it. Oh, now hold on before we start the draft. So Kirk Cousins signing with the Raiders.
He's every start.
I know that, but hold on for a second. We should have tried seeing if they wanted to trade.
No.
Well,
Okay.
dude, let me tell you something. How is this guy? His agent has got to be like he's got to be in the Hall of Fame. I mean, there's no way. Is that his third $100 million contract or fourth?
Vikings. I mean, he had like 2 franchise tags with Washington. Don't forget that. They
Right.
tagged him back-to-back years, which no team does franchise tags twice because the price goes up on the second one. I think the first one, it's like the average of the top 5 salaries. And then the second one is like the average of the top 3 or something like that. It goes up. And then you just can't do it a third time. And I think he put something in his contract specifically where they couldn't do it a third time. So then there was those 2.
You went to Minnesota.
And I think we can even like
Even Falcons. Falcons paid him $100 million. And now freaking Miami's paying him $100 million. No, I mean, not Miami, Oakland. Or Vegas, my bad. Wow.
So you have this doesn't look right. What's going on here?
That looks a little different.
$46 million earned from the Vikings, $185 million earned from the Commanders, $185 million earned from the Vikings on 6 years. So there's probably like 2 3-year contracts, something like that in there.
Right.
$100 million earned from the Falcons, and then now whatever the Raiders. What's the Raiders contract?
Another $100 million contract you got.
Yeah, whatever it is. Why isn't that showing here?
I think it's 2 years guarantee. Like I think he has 2-year guarantee though, or 2 years on that. It's fully guaranteed.
I think it's only a 1-year guarantee. I think they can get out of it after 1 year.
Oh,
but anyway, yeah. So no, they're not.
But anyhow, we move on. We know what a pick here is. Just take Arvell Reese. Are we trading or no?
No, it doesn't make sense. I mean, we could talk about it. It's a hot topic just for shits and giggles, but like, you gotta be real. Like, you look at the names here. Like, tell me the player that really sticks out. Like, I gotta jump up to 2 to get this guy because I'm not gonna get a player that can do something similar. Like, again, this isn't a one pass rusher draft. You got different flavors. You got Bain, you got Bailey, all do different things. Like, does Tennessee want to trade up for Reese when they can get Bailey at 4? Probably not. Or Bain. Cleveland's not trading up. They're eyeing quarterbacks type of situation. Same with Arizona. Giants, I don't really see them as a team that's going to trade up when you can get a handful of players you'd be happy with.
Yeah.
To slip you at 5. Commanders don't have the draft capital to trade up. I think they have like the 1st round pick and a 2nd round pick, and then don't have a pick until like the 4th or 5th round. And then you just start falling into a weird situation where it's like now you're dropping to a spot where you might not get one of your top tier guys. So it's just a weird situation.
So let's just take Arvell Reese here at number 2.
All right. And we're not doing any trade ups.
That's what I meant. Do you want to do trade ups from 16 or no? Nah. Let's just stay put. Let's just stay put.
We got a lot of holes to fill in this freaking team.
Yeah. I'll contemplate trading 33 though. Down.
We'll see what happens there. Are you saying trade up with 33?
No, down.
Down. Mm-hmm. All right. So just go back here and see what happened. Okay, Bailey, Styles, Tate, Mawanoa, Bain, Downs, Jeremiah Love to the Chiefs. Although that doesn't make sense. Didn't they just get what's his face?
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah, sometimes things are stupid. A lot of times it was having the Bengals pick a wide receiver, which doesn't make sense either. Anyway,
you know what? If you look at this list that just came out, you could totally see one of those players going to KC anyway. So and Love would have got drafted anyway. So it's kind of the same shit, you know.
Mekhi Lemon to the Rams, Dylan Thieneman, back-to-back Oregon players. And here we are at 16. So you got
So we took our edge.
Took our edge. I'm gonna call it.
I mean, let's put in Gerald McCoy. Let's go. Let's go
Jermod
corner.
McCoy.
Yeah, Jermod McCoy.
So, I mean, look at this guy. 87 overall grade in 2024. Missed the entire 2025 season with an injury, but it sucks. You can't see prior years.
All I know, I mean, can we say this though? Let's say this guy did not get hurt this year, and he had just as good as a 2025 season as he did in 24. Would he be available right now at this pick?
I don't think so.
Right.
I think the only reason he's available at this spot is because of his injury.
So you know what? Without a doubt, let's take Jermod McCoy with our 16th selection in the 2026 NFL draft.
And let's preface this by saying, I think in this scenario, so actually, let's stop there for a sec. Okay. I think in this scenario, I know the guy that you probably want is you want.
I mean, listen, you know what? I would love to have him here, but you can get Pregnon in the second round. And there's also, what's his name too? That other kid over there with the, oh my God,
DeSantis?
Yeah, DeSantis. I'm cool with taking them in the second round.
Yeah. I mean, you want is just a different caliber, but I get what you're saying.
But I'll tell you right now, if you're telling me Jermod McCoy 2024 season is electric, and you can get him now at 16 here, where he would probably most likely be going in the top 10, I think is a steal here. I mean, and the same thing with like Jordan Tyson. I just don't want to go there. I don't want to. I know the same type. He just gets hurt way too much. Like you said earlier, Jamar McCoy only had that one season where he got hurt. But yeah, I'm passing on this guy.
I mean,
he's a bum. No, I'm kidding. I just wish he didn't have this history problem, dude, with the injuries, dude. That's it.
No, I get it, but I don't know.
I mean, all right, who would be all right if this is the way it broke down? These are the guys that will be on board. All right. Ola would definitely be one to consider. Okay. McCoy is the second one they would consider. Tyson is definitely on that list. And if I had to take another one, probably, I don't know, go down a little bit.
Tyson is probably top on that list. I gotta be honest with you. I think you're undervaluing how good he is.
I have to think also, Omar Cooper.
No. I'm telling you right now, if in this scenario, this is the pick. Like that is just 100% the way it's gonna go. You can like it, you can hate it. It's just the way.
I know what you mean. I'm just listen. I've seen the Jets when they went down this road before, dude. I just don't like it.
Who's the best player on this board right now?
The best player on the board is Ola.
No,
Vega.
Best player on this board is Tyson. That's just the end of the story.
Nah,
that's just the way it is.
I mean, if you want to create this linebacker,
he's by far the best player on this board. That's the crazy thing about it. He's by far the best player on this board.
So you want to take Tyson here?
No, we said we were going to shake it up. I'm just telling you. Like I think like there's a lot of these mock drafts that go on, and like you just pretend like this is like
players all the time there.
Like, you play like this is like we're playing bingo and this is like free space. Like we're just not that's not the way it works. This guy, if he's there, like
I think there's going to be a very good chance.
No way they don't pick him.
I think there's going to be a good chance he's going to be there at 16.
And they're going to pick him.
I don't know, man. I really don't.
If they don't, then
no, I really don't think so because. I mean, I don't know. I mean, listen, I'm just me personally. If I were the Jets, I don't know, man. It's too tough, man. This guy, one little hamstring problem. He's out for 3-4 games. They can't afford that right now, dude.
I hear. Jermod McCoy.
All right, boom, done.
Jordan Tyson goes 2 picks later to look at the Panthers. All right. Boom. So here we are. Still.
All right, so we went defense. We took edge and we took corner. Now we definitely have to address
corner again.
No.
Reconnect Colton Hood and Jamal McCoy.
No. I mean, listen.
Rebuild that Tennessee defensive backs.
I know, right? I mean, at this position here, the Jets picking 33. We're gonna stick and pick, but I have to say, probably now you got to address the receiver position. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
So, I mean, KC's up there. Who else is up there?
I'm just checking. Chris Bell, Jeremy Bernard.
I mean,
you kind of get into a weird situation. I like Skylar Bell a little bit better than Chris Brazell, but
I mean, here's the two options I would go. I would either go Pregnon here, and then wait for receiver at 44. What are you thinking? Are you looking for a trade down?
I don't think you're getting much from Tennessee. No. It's not even worth it. Nah. You gotta stick and pick. So here's the thing in this particular scenario. You find yourself in a situation where you skip on Concepcion, and I mean, there's still options. You still got Chris Bell and Jeremy Bernard available.
Right. And they'll be
Pregnon's an option. Also, the $1 million question.
I'll be honest with you. I mean, the whole Simpson thing. I don't mind.
It's annoying because the thing you got to understand is if he's there at 33, the Jets are picking him. I just don't know if that's like.
You know what, Ant? Let's send the card in. Let's take Simpson.
Simpson here?
100%. Because he's there, we're going to take him.
I just think we got to really kind of put ourselves like in the shoes of this regime. Like, I just don't think he's going to be there personally. I think that these mock drafts have to like kind of wake up a little bit with it. I just don't think he's going to be there personally. But if he is there at 33, like it's got to be close to 85% that they're going to pick him. No, like
I would think so. I think the same thing too. You know,
what I honestly think is going to happen. Let's say he got to Seattle at 32. I think there's probably a team jumping ahead of the Jets at 32. One, to ensure they get him, and two, to get that fifth-year option out of it. Like, I can totally see Arizona making a trade up there. Or
Cleveland
could do it too.
I mean, their teams.
Those are two teams Those are the two teams that would do it.
No, 100%.
Or
Miami
picking him at 33. At 30, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. It could happen.
Because like when you look at the draft too, like it's kind of funny. Like once it gets past the Steelers, like you're in this like weird. No, actually Cleveland. I forgot about them. Yeah, so there's a couple of teams that could pick them in the 30s, especially now that they're there. But there was a period of time where you were looking here, and it's like, okay, get past Cleveland, and then there's just a run of he's just not get picked unless someone trades up. But anyway, So yeah, Ty Simpson's a Jet, and what are we doing at?
What's best available right now? I mean, let's just take a look at the receivers.
Do we pair him back up with his Paisan?
Who? Oh, Bernard?
I'm telling you right now, I think this is like low value for him. Like, or I think when it eventually comes time for the draft, he's going to get drafted a little bit higher than people think. He's just a crisp route runner.
You like him?
I mean, I think it makes sense. And we passed on receiver. Receiver's in need. We can't go top 44 picks without one.
You got to take him then. Take him. Done. Not bad. Now we got 2 4th rounders, right?
I believe so.
Oh, boom. Oh, I forgot. We already got Simpson. Oh, Dante Corleone, bro.
Yeah. I think his nickname is the Godfather.
Bro, let's take him. Fuck it. I like the name. Take him at 103. It's good value. We need defensive line help.
I'm just looking to see who else is available though.
Dante Corleone. What a predicament. You know what you could do here too? I mean, you could look at tight ends. You could look at guards. Bentley. We got Wyatt to go. He'll probably be there the next round as well. Jake Andres.
We gotta keep an eye on our Paisan. Where is he at? Mason Rieger.
Ooh, 140.
So I did some research on this guy. I don't know if you saw what I said the other day.
Oh, the guy's a stud.
So if you look at his 2024, missed the entire season. He had I want to say it was he had multiple surgeries on the same knee.
Oh crap.
Yeah,
but he's good enough, dude.
But that's what I'm saying.
And he's in the fourth round.
He came back and still put up monster
against good teams too.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that schedule. I would if I would in Jets for sure. If he's available in the fourth round, you need that extra edge. I'm taking him. You know what? Let's take him, dude.
Right here.
Wait, where is he? We're at 103.
We're 103.
Oh, we could wait the next pick.
I think we're still here in this world where we got to kind of look at
Wheatley.
So this kind of goes back with what we said with Dane last week. Safety position is so strong.
You got to walk away with one.
You got to walk away with one.
Who you like better, Wheatley or Smith?
Yeah, I'm not overly familiar
with Smith.
Genesis Smith, 87.9 coverage grade. Run defense is PU though.
Let's see what Wheatley was.
Forced incompletion rate. These are strong numbers from a. He's like your very strong coverage safety, very poor run defense safety.
That's clearly, yeah.
Let's see
what about Wheatley. Oh, it is the guy we're taking. Yeah, he's solid. He's done. We got our safety, bro. Zaki Whitley. Older prospect, but you know what? Fill the room.
How old is Smith? Smith's a lot younger, but I think you go Wheatley here. I'm good with that.
The other guy would have been Dante Corleone.
Yeah, he was definitely honorable mention.
Boom, let's go.
See if someone got ahead of it. Someone got ahead of the curve. Where'd he go?
There he is.
Ah, fucking rats.
I know.
Of course. That's what's good. That's gonna be it. That's gonna be it. He's gonna be a Patriot. He's gonna be friggin' Stonewall on that friggin' defensive line for the next 10 years.
That's it. All right, let's go to tight end room then. Let's take our other guy ends. And
I think that's what Jolie got taken too, which is another guy I liked. I'm not crazy about injuries.
There he is. Go get Bentley, bro. Let's go.
Two Utes.
Yeah, the two Utes. Make sure we get Zvada in the 6th round.
Well, here's our chance.
Oh, Pat Coogan. Let's go.
Huh?
Let's go, Pat Coogan. We haven't addressed even the offensive line yet.
Here's a name I like a lot.
Who? Jamari Taylor.
Look at this guy. Solid 1,000-yard rusher. Last couple of years. 40 receptions. 14 touchdowns. 15 touchdowns.
Hey, listen. We need another running back. We don't know what's his name is going to be all about. Oh, you did 5 rounds?
Yep. We'll start next week with 7 rounds.
What do we get here? B+.
B+.
Get out of here. We got better than B+ on this.
We
got 5 starters here, dude. 4 starters if you don't call Ty Simpson a starter.
Well, he wouldn't be a starter. He'd be sitting behind Geno.
Well, we got 4 starters starting here: Arvell, Reese, McCoy, Jeremy Bernard, and Zaki Wheatley. I don't know if he'd start right away, Wheatley, neither though.
Nah, he's probably your like
in and out guy.
Let's see, who would be the safety?
Probably Cisco and Mika.
He'd be a fourth safety right now.
You think you're putting what's his name ahead of him? More? Yeah.
I think just NFL experience. I think
that's true.
You got Fitzpatrick, you got Belton, the guy we got from the Giants.
Oh, that's right. We got Belton too. I forgot about that kid.
You got Malachi Moore, and it's like he would listen. I'm over like the Jets being forced to play rookies who may not be ready yet. Like, there's nothing wrong with a rookie earning their stripes, getting themselves
totally.
earning their spot on the field.
Dude, let me ask you a question. I mean, let's just say this was the way we went with the draft. Okay, how we got Simpson at 33. Now, in a world, here we are. We're in training camp, and Ty Simpson is just bowling better than what's his name, Geno looks. What does that mean come day one? Do you still start Geno over Ty?
I think you do. I think you do.
Right.
Start Geno, go into the season, let him play a few games. Maybe give this offense some semblance of an identity. And then once you feel like it's a good time to pull the trigger and move, then you do it. Like, you just can't put yourself in the same situation. We've done it so many times and force this guy in there.
So here's another thing I'm going to say to you. Let's say we know for sure Ty Simpson's going to be picked at 33. Let's just say we know that's going to be the pick. Let's say we know ahead of time at round 2, pick 33, Ty Simpson is the pick. Let's say it's automatic, okay? Would that change anything you do with the first 2 picks?
I'm picking Tyson at 16 if that's the case.
You would then. No, I hear what you're saying. So you're taking instead of taking like Bernard at 44, you're taking a Tyson at 16 and address the corner at 44. I think Hood was still on the board,
or just any other position at 44. I mean, you can even go Halsey at 44.
Yeah, true.
To be your safety, because I don't know. I think there's a little drop off after you get past Hood at corner. So you'd have to go Hood at 33. But if your plan is to get Simpson at 33, you're not gonna get Hood.
So you see how we took Jermon McCoy at 16? Mm-hmm. Let's say the Jets are in love with Simpson and they took him at 16. So let's say it was Reese, Simpson at 16. Okay.
Then in the situation we had, Concepcion is going 33.
No, he's getting next. Yeah, I figured that. Either him or any one of those quarter running receivers. You know what I'm saying? Oh, going to be there.
I think the only one that was available was Concepcion.
No, it was Concepcion, Bernard,
Chris Bell, but Chris Bell was like,
and even what's his name? Dazzle.
Brazel.
Yeah, Brazel,
whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we may not like it, but we've got to start kind of understanding that there's a situation where
Simpson's going to be
very well be
at 16. Yeah, I mean, listen, I wouldn't be mad if it was at pick 33 or 44. He ain't going to be I just don't think he'll be there at 33 neither. I think he's going in the first round.
I don't think so.
They're saying trade up to go get him in the first round. Not if I have to give up two second rounders. If I'm jumping up maybe 2 or 3 spots and it's only going to cost me 33 and maybe, I don't know, but maybe a 4th rounder and next year's 4th rounder or something like that, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what I think the biggest thing is too, and why I think we're saying we want no part of him at 16. I think it's not that we want no part of him at 16. I think the real answer is that we just don't want this cloud of
next year's quarterbacks.
Yeah. Do we pass on a quarterback this year that's loaded with quarterback talent because we think maybe Ty Simpson might be good? That would be silly. That's why 16, I think, is just unattractive for him.
I get
33, though, 33 does not handcuff you from picking a quarterback.
Let's just assume they took him at 16, and let's say he started a handful of games and he looks decent, not great. Why should that stop us from picking another quarterback next year?
It shouldn't.
Yeah, 3 number ones?
No, because I think we know what quarterback capital seems like and what it is. I think you'd be able to trade him for
a third rounder
at the worst. Yeah, like maybe even more. I mean, when you look back at what the
second round
Jets did with Darnold, they got a second and a fourth. What the Dolphins traded for what's his face over there, Josh Rosen, they gave up like a late second round or something like that. I mean, you're gonna get decent capital back. You're not gonna get 16. You're gonna definitely eat some cost there, but it's not like you're not gonna. It's not like it's
shot. My point.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. It's worth a shot.
It's like shooting darts at the board, man. You got to keep on taking your shots.
But I'd much rather take that shot at 33 if he was there than
that. I agree, but I just don't think reality. I don't think he's going to make it to 33. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Here's a question: would you trade up to like 25, 26 to get him?
Not to get rid of both twos. No, if it's
going to cost me, I don't think you get rid of both twos.
So if it costs me only 33 and maybe a fourth rounder, maybe next year's fourth rounder, I'll do it. But to move off 2 second rounders because we need those picks, I wouldn't do it.
It'd probably be like a second and next year's third rounder. Which
that'll be fine. I mean, I have no problem with that. That I'll do. And then you get the 5th-year option. But dude, I am not. If I'm not sure if I know for a fact he's not the guy, I'm still picking a quarterback next year. I'd rather have 2 quarterbacks in that room that could potentially be starting caliber because we deserve that. we know. I mean, we know. I'm done with these Zach Wilsons, and I mean, listen, Sam Darnold. We just failed him, but no, I'm done with this shit. We need our guy. I want our guy. I don't want anybody else's guy either.
I think what makes it like even worse, like, and why we deserve it even more, is like the Jets have found a way to find quarterbacks that just don't know how to throw. Like they just just literally just do not know how to play football. Like Zach Wilson, awful. He would have games where like his completion percentage was under 50. He would have games where he just like he couldn't see 5 feet in front of him. Justin Fields, scared to throw the football. Like how do you play quarterback in the National Football League and you're scared to throw the football? I don't understand.
You know what's really weird is how the year the Jets drafted Zach Wilson, how all these analysts had Zach Wilson as like the next coming. Like, how are they all wrong? Everybody loved this guy.
Well,
everybody.
What happens a lot around this time is you get a lot of the media people getting basically pumping their guys up, telling it, hey, like, give my guys some good ammunition here, give them some good publicity, and we'll give you something later on. Like we'll give you an exclusive scoop or exclusive like breaking news, whatever. And that's what it's all about when in the media world. So, a lot of people accused Orlovsky of like, when he did the whole Ty Simpson's better than Fernando Mendoza thing. A lot of people said that Orlovsky, like maybe he got paid off for it, but he might also just be giving his professional opinion. Who knows?
Yeah, true.
But like, for example, like with Zach Wilson, if you remember, Steve Young was like his like basically his personal chauffeur. Like he was going on different things. Like I think he went on that show with I forget the guy's name, but it was like an interview with Zach Wilson. And the first like 30 minutes of the interview before like Zach Wilson got on, like Steve Young was on there. And the entire time he's like glowing up Zach Wilson. He's like, I can't wait till Zach Wilson gets on here. He's like, I'm gonna watch your show, and he's like pumping him up. He's like, such a good kid. He's such a this.
He came out of BYU.
Well, yeah, of course, yeah. And I think Steve Young was actually friends with his father, like or something, like whatever. It is what it is. But that's what happens around this time of year. It happens with a lot of different players. People in the media are like, kind of gearing up and giving these guys a good name. That's the name of the game. That's the agents are doing it too. The agents are, they're the ones pumping like, oh, look, get this 4.340 and you'll knock it out. Get a 4.540. Like they know what like teams are looking for in prospects. That's why combine's like it's valuable, but it's also a lot of.
So here's another situation. Outside of if you're going to rate your quarterbacks in this year's draft, outside of Simpson and Mendoza, who's your number 3 right now?
Quarterback wise?
Yes.
I mean, I think a huge drop off to Aller.
Okay, then.
I guess you have to throw Nussmeier in there.
Okay. Carson Beck. So here's my question.
It's such
here's another thing, and we didn't even say nothing about this.
I'm not Carson Beck. I want nothing to do with him.
So if I were the Jets, okay, you make it a point not to draft 1, but possibly 2. Can you imagine you draft an Aller and a Nuss or an Aller and a Beck? Now you have 2 of these supposedly first-round talents at one time battling out. Come on, that's nothing bad to have either. I'm cool with two of these guys. Why not? Bro, we have a shitload of picks. Why can't 2 of them be like, why can't we have a combination of like an Aller or a Nussmeier, Aller or Carson Beck, Nussmeier, Carson Beck, or even that kid Cole Payton from South Dakota, North Dakota State, wherever he is from. I mean, let's fill this room up with fresh faces. You never know, man.
I think you gotta tell yourself too is like
also got that kid, what's his name? Klubnik. He's another one.
Yeah.
First round talent guy. Fill up that room with him too. I don't care. That's what I would do if I had a Jets. I'd rather go that route than Simpson at 16 or 33. You got what I'm saying?
Nah, I still go Simpson at 33. I think he showed a lot of people that he could have been the first overall pick.
Listen, he didn't have the right machinery around him. That wasn't the same Alabama team. If that Alabama team was stacked like they've always been stacked, I think he would have definitely been a top 10 pick. Let's just hear me out. Am I right or wrong? And plus his injury that came into play too. Don't remember he did get hurt. Didn't he lose like 20 freaking pounds?
Which also scares like a little bit too.
He's a smaller guy too, right? Was he 6'1", 6'2"?
He's smaller. He's not. He's 6'1". Yeah, I think. Let me look it up.
Yeah, I think he's like 6'1", 6'2", like 205 to 210 pounds or something like that.
Yeah, you're on it. 6'2", 211.
Yeah. So I mean, listen, he's not the smallest quarterback. I'll tell you that. I've seen smaller, but I mean, listen, I wouldn't be upset. If he's there at 33, I don't think he will be there. But if we had to move up to get him, like you said, if it only cost us, let's say 33 and maybe next year's 3 or something like that, I'm all on board for that. That I'll do. But to trade both second-round picks to sneak back into the first round, like Tannenbaum said, he's out of his mind. What did
Tannenbaum say? I didn't hear this one.
Yeah. He says that the Jets' the most perfect situation is they make their first 2 picks and then they trade both their second-round picks, move back into the first round to take Ty Simpson. There's too many holes for this team to be doing shit like that. We need to come out with 4 players and those 4.
You know what's kind of crazy about Tannenbaum? It's kind of crazy about Tannenbaum. Like he forgets like when he was a GM. Like he traded up for Sanchez. And he didn't even get up 2 second-round picks to go from like 17 to 5.
Yeah, I know that's right. That was, I think he got 3 second rounders he gave up.
No, that was the Darnold trade.
Oh,
he gave up for Sanchez. He gave up the first-round pick, which was like pick 17, whatever it was.
For the pick swap.
I want to say it was 13, and their second-round pick to Cleveland, and that was the year that Mangini went to Cleveland, and he sent them like three scrub players. Like
I remember that.
We're on our defense.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it's like, okay, like go for it. And obviously, we all know that landed. Too bad, like that year, like wasn't a year where like why couldn't the Lions like Sanchez a little bit more than
Calvin Johnson?
a little bit more than that was the year with Stafford.
Oh, Stafford, yeah. Well, Stafford was #1 that year.
I know. I'm saying why couldn't the
Bro, it's always going to be like that with the Jets, dude. Like, for instance, this would have been the perfect year, right? That kid from Jeremiah Smith from Ohio State. Would have been the perfect year for him to come out. You know what I'm saying? We have the 2nd pick overall. That would have been a no-brainer. I don't care who's up
well, he
there.
couldn't come out.
I know that. I'm just saying. But why couldn't it have been this year? Dude, he's a 6'4" receiver, speed. He's the next Calvin Johnson, dude. I'm telling you right now. And because we need and hopefully, listen, if the Jets were to draft any of these quarterbacks and hopefully they found lightning in a bottle, dude, we have 3 #1s next year. We're going all in after that kid. I don't care.
What if you get Ty Simpson this year and he shows you something, and then you use those picks to get Jeremiah Smith?
I mean, listen, I wouldn't be mad at that, but he would have to show enough for them to avoid.
I know. I'm not saying
I don't want a quarterback next year. There's got to be a reason. There's got to be a reason why. Like I'll tell you, this is the only way. Let's say Geno Smith starts the year, and by the 5th game or 6th game, they're sitting at 1-5. Then Ty Simpson comes in and balls out. Like, I'm talking about, we made the playoffs. That's the only way I'm not drafting a quarterback next year, and that is it.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, dude, I mean, I don't want the whole mediocre thing. I don't want the guy throwing. All right, ready for this? I don't want these stat lines. You ready for this? Okay. He comes in the game. He goes 11 for 19, 163 yards, 1 touchdown, no interception. But the reason they won was because their defense stepped up. That's what I'm afraid of. I don't want mediocre numbers.
What if you put 6 games together, or 4 games together like Darnold did at the end of the year?
And we're only basing it on that? The whole picking a quarterback next year? That's not enough. I need more. No, I'm not doing that.
I think you forget that Darnold year.
No, I remember that. No. If we're only going off a 4-game sample size, that's it. And that's all we've seen of Simpson, not knowing what he really is. I don't think that's enough to say I'm not picking a quarterback in 2027. I need to see at least 8 to 10 games of Simpson, and he's got to go like 8-2 or 7-3 to make me believe. Well, I mean, just saying, for me to not pick a quarterback next year, that's what's going to have to happen. If they're willing to roll the dice and go get him this year, they better be sure. You know,
what if? Okay, just throwing scenarios out at you. Okay, because I'm with you. This is a weird scenario that you're.
It's gonna be like the Hackenberg in the 2nd round.
That's different, though.
Why is that
different?
How is that different?
Because nobody liked Hackenberg,
and he didn't even play. Hold on, hear me out.
Everyone knew that Hackenberg was a reach.
Okay,
like everyone knew when they picked him 2nd round, it was a reach. They were going off of like what he did early in his career, and weren't paying attention to the fact that his completion percentage was completely out of whack. After his freshman year, he just wasn't the same quarterback. With Simpson, you're going based off of what you saw from early on in his college career. You're hoping it's not injury concerns that kind of led him to have a bad year, and you're hoping it's not within the ears, which it can't be because he's coach's son, whatever have you. Getting him at 33 would not be a reach. That would be him falling, and it's like, okay, now we're getting great value.
Right.
Little different story with the Hackenberg situation. With that, all that being said, though, in that scenario, let's say the Jets are picking 3rd or 4th, and someone gives you a call and offers you the Dolphins package a few years ago when the Niners traded up for Trey Lance. Aren't you kind of
wait, say that again? Say that again. Repeat that again.
You're picking 4th overall.
Next year's
or 3rd. Let's say 3rd, yeah.
Okay.
In next year's draft. Pat Simpson showed you the Darnold type of year. Okay. Let's not forget, Jets didn't win a lot of games Darnold his rookie year, but they still were picking high in the draft the following year, say 3rd overall.
So hold on.
And now someone's calling you and offering you 3 future 1st round picks to jump up from 3, and you got to drop down to like 12.
All right. So let me ask you a question. In a situation like that, let's say Jeremiah Smith is on the board. What do you do?
The reason I said fourth is because you already picked third. But you already picked third.
Oh, we picked him already?
Yeah, the Colts had the third pick.
Oh, so okay. So
None.
all right. No, but in a situation
Now
like
you're
that,
playing with house money.
no, I got it. No, then I would trade.
No, I'm only fucking around. That would just be an insane scenario. Like,
Dude,
imagine if the Jets just suck this year.
So
the Jets draft Ty Simpson. The Jets suck, but he's like lighting up the scoreboard. The defense still shit, and Colts suck. And you're up with
two top. Buy Aaron Glenn another year?
Huh? No.
Would that buy Aaron Glenn another year though?
If Ty Simpson did great and the defense sucked,
yeah.
No, he's calling the defensive plays.
You know what it is? It's no win-win for the Jets here. They're going to be kind of like hamstrung here because let's just assume you're right. Let's say Simpson does. Let's say they draft Simpson, okay, and most likely the only way they're drafting Simpson is if they trade back into the first round. There's no way if they take him at 16, one thing, which I don't think they will. But if they trade back into the first round using a 33 and next year's third, what this year's fourth, I would consider it. You draft him at 26, 27 if he's there. I wouldn't hate it. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. You make that kind of a move and he comes in, he's playing. The worst thing I want to see, I don't know, man. Because if the Jets, let's say he comes in and he's playing, like he could give you a Will Levis year, dude. And I mean, Will Levis sucks. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But let's say he's doing just a little bit better than that. Okay, just a little bit. Are you like convinced?
No.
Are you? That's what I'm saying. Like, what would make you convinced? Like, even all right, that kid out of the Giants, Jackson Dart. Are you convinced?
I think he's gonna be really good. If I were the Giants right now, and this were next year's draft, let's say this was like a year out.
Okay, go ahead.
I was picking the top 5. You got to ask yourself, and this is going to be a conversation that's going to have too.
They're going to have next year.
You're going to have to ask yourself the legitimate question of if Jackson Dart were in this draft class, where the Giants are picking 5th in this scenario, whoever is here at 5, who do I like better?
Yeah.
Jackson Dart or this guy? And if you like that guy better, you've got to pick him. Like, and that's got to be the ultimate conversation overall. You know, it can't be, oh, this guy's already in our building. We like this guy better, but you know, whatever. You got when it comes to it's not like it's a wide receiver, it's not like it's a tight end, it's not like it's a defensive lineman where it's like, okay, we already have a really good defensive end and we can use some other help everywhere. This is quarterback. If there's a quarterback there and it's in your reach and you like him better than the guy in your building, it's a business. That's the one position you have to constantly look to upgrade every single day.
And that's why I was saying in this year's draft, let's say they don't do Ty Simpson, okay? That third round, I'm trading fourth. I'm trading back into the third. I'm taking the best available quarterback that's on that board. If it's Al or Nuss. In the fourth round, I'm taking another quarterback. I'm filling this room up with quarterbacks that are potential. They were potential first-round quarterbacks. And listen, if Frank Reich is anything that he's as advertised as a quarterback whisperer somehow, and he could turn one of these guys into something that, holy crap, we didn't see this. You got what I'm saying? That would be the ideal situation.
But there's so many other quarterback whisperers, like way better than Frank Reich out there, Dom. Like
I understand that, but if I feel confident in him doing it, then we had friggin' Nathaniel Hackett. Who else did we have? I mean, Eggenstrand and this guy and that guy. Bro, this is the most competent offensive play caller we've had in maybe, I don't know, maybe 2015.
Bro, I hear what you're saying, but listen, quarterback is a hot commodity.
Yeah.
And if there's even a glimmer of light, there's so many other guys out there. Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay.
Yeah,
all these other guys.
Quarterbacks. They have their quarterbacks already.
Yeah, but Sean McVay has a friggin' 38, 39-year-old Matthew Stafford.
So you don't think Sean McVay's got his hand in this little pot looking at these quarterbacks right now?
He's looking at them.
100%. You don't think he has Nussmeier there, Allard there, Payton there, Klubnik there? I mean, these guys are guys. Carson Beck possibly. Bro, Carson Beck is 6'4", 6'5", dude. I don't know why people don't like this kid.
Carson Beck?
Yeah, the kid's won.
He sucks, bro.
He sucks. How does he suck? He's won everywhere he's went.
Yeah, he got kicked out of Georgia.
All right, he got kicked out of Georgia. It happens. You know, it happens. Where did Jalen Hurts? Didn't he get kicked out of? Where did he go? Alabama to where? Or
but he had friggin' Tua Tagovailoa.
Right. But I'm just saying.
A top 5 quarterback in the draft the following year. Or a couple years later. As a true freshman.
Dude, and what happened?
Tagovailoa came in there, he got benched, and friggin' led him to a 24-point comeback against Georgia's defense.
No, I know. I'm not saying. Listen, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying. I'm talking about these prospects. What happened to Klubnik?
I never liked Klubnik. So these guys sometimes all right. And here's what's gonna happen next year. All right, like right now everyone's talking about these 8 quarterbacks, 7 quarterbacks, whatever the number is.
It's gonna end up being 3, maybe.
It's gonna end up being 3,
maybe
5 go in the first round, but it's only because quarterback is such a hot commodity. And maybe it's crazy. Maybe it's like
7
a couple years ago where
what was it? 5, 6. Yeah,
you had the 3. You had Daniels, Williams, May. You had Michael Penix. You had Bo Nix and JJ McCarthy.
I mean, it was good. Hey, listen,
a little bit out of order, obviously.
Yeah,
that was 6, and then I don't think another one went into like the 2nd or 3rd round. Like that's a lot, and maybe it's something crazy like that because quarterback is such a hot commodity. But teams are only picking quarterbacks like every couple of years. Like it's, I think what realistically happens, like Lenore Sellers, I kind of wish he transferred. That would have probably been best for him. Go to a place like Miami that obviously has a good program going on over there. They've had
who went to Miami this year?
I know his name too. Oh, Mensa.
Dude, and
I'm excited.
All right, Mensa's one. And then what happened? So Dante Moore went back to Oregon. And who else came to Oregon?
The guy that pretends to be Patrick Mahomes. I forget his name.
But he's good.
He's all right. He's good. Yeah. I mean, people like him, but again, not what I'm crazy about.
Is it Mateer?
No, it wasn't Mateer. Is Oklahoma.
Oh, okay. Mateer.
No, it's the guy. Who's the guy?
Mateer. He's going to be a hot name next year. No, Mateer.
I don't like Mateer either.
No. You're on that Arch Manning train?
No.
Moore.
I mean, obviously, Arch Manning's the top name on the list.
Dante Moore.
Oh no, it's Nebraska. That's right. He went to Nebraska.
Oh, you went to Nebraska? I thought you went to Oregon.
Dylan Raiola went to
Raiola.
He went to Oregon. He was at Nebraska and then went to Oregon. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but I'm not crazy about him. He's a name that people like throw up there. But he has a shtick. I don't know if you've seen like before games, he does the whole Patrick Mahomes routine.
Does he really?
And he even wears the number 15 jersey. He even has like the Mahomes hair. He does the entire like pregame routine that Mahomes does. And it's his little shtick, whatever. It is what it is. But yeah, like I said, 8 quarterbacks are not going to get picked in the top 10.
No, I don't think so either.
It's not just going to happen. Best case scenario, you got 5 or 6 maybe going in the first round, and that's a lot. 6 quarterbacks going in the first round is a lot. Is a big number.
No, it is.
But Mensa's a name I like a lot. CJ Carr is a name I like a lot.
CJ Carr. Is he related to any of the Cars?
No, he's different.
Right.
Mensa, obviously Arch Manning, obviously Dante Moore,
Lennar Sellers.
I just wish he transferred. I wish he went to Miami. If he went to Miami, I think you're looking at like potentially like a stronger organization around him. Right now, at South Carolina, he's asked to do it all, and it's a lot. It's a lot for a guy that's still kind of learning the position, and he's freakishly athletic. I just wish he had some sort of stability around him so you can say, okay, is he a passer? Can he kind of dominate in that way? But we'll see. I mean, I think someone's gonna fall in love with him, kind of like the Ravens did with Lamar Jackson, and someone's gonna probably pick him in the first round. I do think that
next year in 2026 collegiate football season, all of college, I think we got to be hyped into so many different games watching these quarterbacks play. Right or wrong?
Yeah. I want to do some sort of similar work like I did this year with the quarterbacks again.
Right. That'd be fun.
Because I don't know, I got pretty ahead of the curve on the Mendoza thing, which I was kind of surprised about.
Well, hopefully we'll get next year's we get our own Manning next year. We'll see.
I went from sending a text to you and Enz saying Mendoza's just some bum to actually watching his games and be like, okay, this guy may not be a bum. He may actually be something. I think what was that?
Maybe we'll get his brother next year.
Alberto Mendoza. I don't even know. Oh, who went to Indiana?
I think
they got someone too. I think Indiana got a good quarterback too. I forget who it was.
Mendoza, the brother.
No, they got someone. They got someone ahead of him.
Oh, they did. Is he a rookie or something like that? A freshman?
No.
Or he just thinks
transferred to Indiana. It's going to be Mendoza, but
Trinidad Chambliss.
Josh Hoover. Why did I think it was a different name that I knew? I thought it was someone different.
Who went to Alabama?
Alabama?
Yeah. Got out of ties out. Who's there now? Hey, who cares? Oh, Maron.
John Gazzaniga.
He's a Paisan?
Don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, but yeah, that's a conversation for as we get closer to the season. But anyway, hour and a half in.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun as always.
And then we'll schedule a recording, get something posted for Thursday. We'll have a conversation with Jake and post it out there, and hopefully it's a good time. Hopefully everyone had a good time tonight. Dom, again, always a good time. 16 days away from the NFL draft. 16 days away till we get to put away that mock draft simulator
and start the 2027.
For 3 months. I hope, I don't know. I don't know what I hope at this point. But anyway, everyone, thanks for joining. Appreciate everyone in the chat. Let's go Jets.
Peace.